Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to all the Pisces out there, and happy Thanksgiving if you are tuning in on Thursday. If you are a Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, or North Node, this is your tarot reading for the upcoming month of December. And in case any of you are interested, I will be using the Tarot of the Sacred Feminine deck, which I feel like connects to Pisces energy fairly well. Fairly well. That dreaminess, goddesses, all of it. So, with all of that said, let's see what Pisces has in store for the end of 2024. So Pisces, we had the Ten of Cups upright jump out almost immediately. Like I did two shuffles and it fell out. And then we didn't have any cards fall out until all of the cards fell out just a moment ago. So like I said, Ten of Cups upright, the Knave or the Page of Wands upright, Wheel of Fortune reverse, the Moon reverse, Five of Cups upright, Three of Pentacles reverse, which also came out for Aquarius, which we'll get to in the reading. The Lovers upright, the Chariot upright, and then at the bottom of the deck we have the Nine of Pentacles reverse. But that's weird. I don't know how it happened, but I put it down upright. That was significant. We'll get to it. So, Pisces, first of all, this is a mixed bag. This is a mixed bag. Which is, I feel like, just true Pisces nature. So with the Ten of Cups falling out almost immediately, I feel that right now you feel a sense of harmony and togetherness with the people around you, whether it's with your roommates or your family members that you live with, or just your community at large. You feel like you are ultimately fulfilled with the role you are playing right now, with who you're surrounded by, with yourself. It's like this light feeling. It's this really light feeling. And of course, with the Knave of or the Knave of Wands coming out right next to the Ten of Cups, holy moly, so many words. The Knave of Wands coming out next to the Ten of Cups also tells me that you are open and listening to the guidance of your intuition right now. You are allowing those gut feelings to guide you towards more fulfillment ultimately. And it's a really good balance here where you are keeping yourself open to the spiritual wisdom and guidance to bring you more fulfillment in the physical realm and especially emotional fulfillment. Like you feel wanted, you feel needed, and you feel like you're an important member of the community you have, or the family, or the household, or whatever it is that you spend most of your time surrounded by. You feel very fulfilled in that aspect. But at the same time, what wants to be spoken on next? I think the Three of Pentacles. At the same time, there are greater opportunities available to you through your community. And you can only get to those opportunities if you learn how to open yourself up to collaboration with others in rather than in like an emotionally fulfilling way, but in a success driven way, like more of a networking way rather than let me look into your soul and see the depths of your trauma so I can love you even more kind of way. So you, I think, are actually being asked not to step away from your true nature of being empathetic and open and emotionally vulnerable, but you're being asked to integrate that in a way that will help you find greater success in the physical realm. And I think that's what that Nine of Pentacles reverse / upright is offering you. In the reverse aspect, it's almost like if you focus too heavily on the emotional side and don't put your own authentic success not first. You don't have to put it first. You don't have to step on people to get to where you are. But it's like if you're not willing to collaborate in a way that's productive and resourceful to both you and the other in terms of establishing a stable foundation for you guys to move forward, maybe together, maybe on your own ventures, whatever it may be. If you focus too much on the emotional and not enough on the physical, you're taking opportunities not only away from yourself, but away from the other. Opportunities to be proud of the work you put into the world. And not only that, have success, have that monetary gain that you might be seeking. And if you're wondering why you're not obtaining that monetary gain, it's because you are not focusing enough on the success. You can have, again, you have very, very fruitful, emotionally thriving, beneficial, mutually beneficial relationships, but there's a lack of balance because you don't focus on your trajectory in life. And when I said this came out for Aquarius as well, it's possible that you and Aquarius placements, if you have any in your life, could be co-creating in some sort of way. That's not going to be the truth for everyone, but it's possible. It wanted to be said, so I'm saying it. And I think the message here that, and especially with the lovers and the chariot being right next to each other too, the message here is that your success, you can be driven quickly and find success along your journey at an efficient, fast paced rate if you learn how to take these relationships and make them more productive. Not only emotionally productive, but financially, spiritually, intuitively, expansively productive. And again, the lovers isn't just about relationships, it's about choice. It's about the choice you have. So you can choose to not make any changes and just be like, "Oh, you know what? Never mind. It doesn't want to be said." Or you can choose to make that slight shift and not be afraid to talk about money. And I think that's what this spread is about. You need to redefine how you view money in your life. A lot of spiritual people have a money wound in them because capitalism, let's be real, is kind of evil. Or I guess it's not inherently evil, but the way that capitalism is now being utilized has turned into a very dark, sinister energy. And we equate money with capitalism in our collective unconscious. So when people start along their spiritual journey, and Pisces, I feel like you started your spiritual journey at the time of conception, being the last sign of the zodiac. You have had these gifts for a very long time and actually spoke about these gifts specifically. I remember in like September or October, one of the other readings I did months ago, but for Pisces. When you're on your spiritual journey, there's a specific hurdle you have to get over. And that hurdle is redefining what money, the relationship you have with money in your life. Money is not evil. Money is a way that you can live the life you want to live effortlessly. You can have the impact on others you want to have effortlessly while still having that security for yourself. There's a way you can obtain money, the resources you need in order to survive in this capitalistic world that we live in. There's a way you can do that while still being true to yourself. And if you redefine how money feels inside of you, you can open yourself up drastically to so many opportunities for growth, for expansion, for success, and for more connection. And for more connection. You don't have to abandon this 10 of Cups energy, this fulfillment, this connection, this harmony with other people. You don't have to abandon that in order to make a living. You don't have to. They can work in congruence with one another. But until that happens, well, I guess I should say, but before that happens, you need to redefine what relationship you have with money in the present moment. So I think that's going to be a big focus of December. And with the Five of Cups or Five of Cups upright, excuse me, I feel like this is going to be, I don't want to use the word challenge. It's going to be a hurdle. It's going to be a hurdle because the Five of Cups is pessimism. The Five of Cups is very black and white thinking. And if we think about the Rider-Waite symbolism, the Five of Cups shows a cloaked figure. He's really sad. He's like hunched over, all sad, looking at these three cups in front of him that spilled. He's like, "Oh, my cups are spilled. I have nothing left." Like so sad. When it's like, "Hey, buddy, Over here, if he turns his head, just shifts his perspective just ever so slightly, he can see that there are still two full cups, full of the abundance and the fulfillment. He is so sad he lost right behind him. And not only that, they're in front of a bridge to bring him even further along his journey. But he's so focused on the lack that these three cups represent that he can't even fathom the fact that there are still two cups waiting for him and a clear path over the river, which is essentially another obstacle. So I you are probably going to be working through money wounds, not only that, but any past trauma, whether in this lifetime or lifetimes previously, that caused these money wounds. And when I say trauma, I don't want you to get afraid of that word. I don't want to scare you away from doing the work, because ultimately the work is going to be what sets you up for your future, for your future. But it's just to be aware that you are going to be moving deeply within your subconscious. And I think that's where the moon comes in. You're going to be moving very deeply in the unconscious realms. Actually, I think the moon was reversed. Yeah. Wait, now I'm questioning myself. Either way, the moon is your unconscious realm. And whether upright or reverse, it signifies a need to bring awareness to that unconscious side of yourself. And if you do it willingly, you prevent yourself from being forced into it in the future. Because the more we ignore the things stirred up in our unconscious, the bigger and bigger and bigger they get until we can't ignore it anymore. So while this is still your choice, use the month of December to go into your own faculties and see where the root of this money trauma, again, I don't know what other word to use, where the root of this relationship with money started. And if it isn't from this lifetime, it could be a past lifetime. You might not even know, but it's just the willingness to feel what comes up, whether it's anger or sadness or grief, whatever it may be. You are willingly making the space to allow those feelings to come up. And once they come up, once they're felt and released, guess what? It's released. So you can finally start to consciously reconstruct the way you have a relationship with money in the present moment. But it's going to take deep work. It's going to take healing work. And that's what December is going to be focused on, is going inward, finding the root, tearing it up, blessing it, and throwing it out into the universe, throwing it into the ocean, like throwing it wherever you want to throw it. I think journaling is going to be really important with this too. Really important. But ultimately, it's just redefining your relationship with money so you can have a healthy relationship with money moving forward, so you can find success, so you can stop holding yourself back. Let's see what else wants to come out. There's still a part of you. Let me just say what card came out. Queen of Cups reverse. There's still a part of you that believes you obtaining the material abundance and success that that is your birthright. There's a part of you that feels unworthy of it. Or even if it's not unworthiness, there's a part of you still that doesn't believe you're allowed to have it and still be the open, empathetic, person first person that you are. And that's just another part of that wound that needs to be healed. Nine of Wands. I don't know. It was like sideways. So many of these cards keep flipping on me. They're reversed, then they're upright, then they're sideways. I don't know. But Nine of Wands upright. So there's almost like you feel this deep sense like money is a burden. And it's not. And obviously these feelings aren't going to alchemize just by sitting here watching this message. So Maybe that's why the cards are just emphasizing this. But I mean, that's the focus here. It's just reshaping. It's reshaping that relationship you have so you can have the abundant and comfortable life that you desire. I mean, Pisces, you guys have a lot going on internally all the time. You deserve to have a peaceful outer life. You deserve that. And it's just you allowing yourself to know that you deserve that and that you're worthy of that. You don't have to struggle to prove that you're worthy. You don't have to be the martyr. You don't have to be the martyr, Pisces. You're allowed to have that physical abundance and lead a comfortable life and still do the things and find the connections and have the fulfillment and be that emotional pillar for others that you want to be. You don't have to struggle. Oh, nope, didn't fall out. 10 of Wands upright, which also came out for Aquarius, and 6 of Pentacles upright. So this opportunity to be generous with your finances, to be generous with your resources, to give openly is still available to you. It's actually more readily available to you once you heal this wound surrounding money. You're so worried about you not being able to be as energetically or emotionally generous, but the 6 of Pentacles, they give their resources because they feel that energetic and emotional generosity. They're not just blunt like giving their money away to a random charity every month because they want to make themselves feel better. The 6 of Pentacles is truly about being of service with the resources you have. But unless you learn how to increase those resources in a resourceful way, in a way that connects with who you are on a soul level, you're not going to be able to give your resources. And in all actuality, and I think that's where the 10 of Wands comes in. If you don't learn how to reshape this relationship with money and find a way to earn money that aligns with you, you are eventually going to be trying to pour from an empty cup. You are going to have the weight of the world on your shoulders and no way to replenish yourself. You're going to be too focused outside of yourself and not focused enough inside. And that's why it's so important, again, that you reshape this idea that money has in your life. Money is a tool that can be utilized to help you have the energetic boundaries you need, have the physical fulfillment, the physical abundance, the resources, everything you need to be healthy in order to continue to give, to pour from your cup, to keep your cup filled enough so that you can pour it. So it's going to be work. It's going to be work in December. But ultimately, what's on the other side of that work is success, the way you define it, is more greater fulfillment within yourself and with others, a deeper connection to your intuition, more collaboration with others, fast paced movement, success, generosity, connection to your unconscious in a way that it's no longer ruling you and making decisions for your conscious mind, but working with you. Working with you. You are worthy, Pisces. You are worthy of abundance, financial abundance, physical abundance. You're worthy of freedom. And in the world we live in, money in a way equals freedom. Money means you don't have to slave away just to make a living. My stomach is growling right now, and I can't help but feel that that's some sort of sign too. Get hungry for it. Get hungry for your own physical, monetary success. You're allowed to have it. You actually need to have it in order to have the impact on the world that you want, because that means you are able to provide for yourself enough to then be able to provide for others. You have to put yourself first, period. And you're going to learn how to in December. That sounded like a threat. I didn't mean it like, but it's going to be very beneficial for you. in the long run. Shoo. Well, with all that said, this was, of course, a general reading, so it's possible not everything resonated. If that is the case, you can check out my website linked in the description below. You can book with me directly on there for tarot, astrology, and human design. And numerology is coming soon in 2025, so keep a lookout for that if you are interested in those readings. And if you did like this reading at all, leave me a like and leave me a comment and let me know how it resonated. Or, of course, we do this every single month for all of the signs, so if you are interested in getting your forecast ahead from the cards, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I would love to see you guys here in the future. But again, Pisces, it's not necessarily going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. And as a sign that's used to navigating the emotional depths, I think there will be a willingness here. You will go into this with a willingness and you will feel even lighter after you go into it. And you deserve it. I'm excited to see how you grow from this and find a greater sense of worthiness. Because you are worth it. You are worthy of it. You just need to believe it for yourself. I love you guys.